Hey parents, Tim here. Just talking about the five black holes of teenagehood, but it's anywhere from 10 on up to all the way through college. Five black holes are alcohol, drugs, sex, suicide, and felony. These five black holes can suck them in and really hurt them. So, felony, the last of the five black holes. How could your kid possibly be involved with a felony? I mean, they're not that kind of kid, right? What happens if they're walking with their kids on a Friday night and somebody decides to put a brick through a bank window? That's a felony. And your kid didn't even do it, but they're guilty by association. They're there. How would they respond? Are the kids are hanging up with that kind of people? Maybe, maybe not. But you can't always know what their friends are, right? So how do you have those conversations? How do you start those conversations? My kids, we started early and often, around 10, 11 years old. How would you respond to these situations? How would you behave? What would you do? What's their expectations? Do you know that when you leave the home, you're representing our family? I know that's part of an expectation, but at the same time, they need to know what you expect. And part of this is having conversations with those kids, with our kids, early enough to where they get an opportunity to think about it before it actually happens in real life. That's part of the problem, is that they get put in situations where they don't know how to respond, they don't know how to behave, because they've just never been in that situation before. So we talked early and often about these five black holes, and how would we deal with this? How would we confront an issue like that? Have those conversations. Start the conversation. Let them know that they're able to come talk to you, that you're open to listen, and there would not be any trouble if they come and talk to you. As far as it would be worse if they didn't, right? So have that conversation with them where they can know that you're a safe place, and you got to work on it. Not being triggered, not blowing your top. I'm guilty, right? So how do we do this? Having those conversations early and often will help. It will help the kids, give them a chance to how to think and how to respond before these situations ever arise. And also, who do they want to hang out with, right? Do your kids hang out with the wrong kind of kids? Sometimes. They sometimes get sucked into it and they don't even know it. And that's, probably maybe a sixth black hole. Friends. But anyway, just wanted to touch base with you on these five black holes. I hope you found this interesting and helpful. If you want to have more conversations, come join my group, and we talk about this stuff all the time, and just different ways of parenting and helping our kids go through life, and stay away from these five black holes, because they get sucked in pretty easily. And just like the gravitational pull of a black hole, they can just have to be in the vicinity and they can be pulled into it. So how do we stop that? Part of it's by conversations and starting early and often. All right. Good luck on the parenting side, and if I can be of service, let me know.